Hi everybody, I'm Alex Dempsey, Chairman of the Save the Godley Hauling Community Group. There have been a few questions recently in relation to the community shares launch that happened on the 23rd of December. I just wanted to take the time to answer a few questions that have been raised and also provide a bit of a succinct overview of our proposals as a community benefit society. As you will see on our purchase shares option of the website, savegodleyhaul.co.uk/application-form, there is an awful lot of information to digest in the business plan, the community share offer prospectus, and also the frequently asked questions document. We know because our team and I have spent a long time writing and rewriting it to achieve the best possible outcome for the multiple application processes that we've been through over the last 5 months. What I'd like to say here is not intended to replace everything in those documents, and they should be read as far as practical to ensure you have every bit of information that you need to make your decision. But I thought it prudent to give a very brief statement and review of our proposals to save the Godley Hauling for our community. We have 5 main revenue streams when it comes to raising funds to purchase the pub. Number 1 is the community shares purchase. This is the community's opportunity to purchase community shares in the pub. The money raised will be held in the Unity Trust bank account in the name of the Save the Godley Hauling Community Group Limited until such time that we succeed in our bid to purchase the pub, or if we fail to achieve the required target levels and decide as a committee not to extend the share purchase deadline beyond the 5th of February due to a lack of confidence in achieving our goal with an extension, the funds shall be refunded to all of the share purchasers. The second revenue stream is anonymous donations. For those wishing to donate but not wishing to purchase shares, for example values of less than £100, we are also accepting donations which will add to our fund total. Those who frequented the Godley this year will have noticed and perhaps contributed by the donations bottle situated on the bar. The current funds within that bottle have been tallied, and save for a few coppers, we've raised £410 in anonymous donations. If we are unsuccessful in our attempt to secure the Godley, these funds will be set aside and donated to a local community group or charity decided by the committee at that point. The third revenue stream is the More Than a Pub grant. We've applied and received a conditional offer of £50,000 grant to support our aim of securing the Godley. There are a number of conditions that we have been working hard to close out over the Christmas break, and we're scheduled to submit our updated documentation to the Board of Directors on the 6th of January for their sign-off. One of the main items that they have highlighted is the level of community engagement, and we need your support in order to really bolster our submission. You can do this by communicating with us on our Facebook page, answering our questionnaire, entering our Facebook competition, and also by putting forward any suggestions that you may have or wish to see in the future via email or Facebook. Every bit of support will be gratefully received and help to evidence our community's commitment and support to this very worthwhile project. The fourth revenue stream is the More Than a Pub loan. As part of the conditions for the More Than a Pub grant, we would have to take out a loan equitable to the value of any grant drawn down to support the purchase of the pub. It is our intention to raise as much money as possible from the community shares and donations in order to reduce the Community Benefit Society future liability for loan repayments over a period of 5 to 7 years. However, in the event that we don't raise the full total of the funds via the community share purchase, we shall seek to draw down equitable values of loan and grant funding to make up the shortfall and secure the pub. When I say equitable values, what I mean is that if we have to draw down £50,000 grant, we'll also have to agree to a loan in the amount of £50,000 as provided by Key Fund. Likewise, if we had to draw down £40,000, we would have to draw down a loan of £40,000 as well. The more we raise by community shares and donations, the less we'll have to rely on grant and loan funding, so your commitment to purchase shares is extremely important, not only to the initial capital purchase of the Godley, but also to its sustainability in the future. Again, this submission is scheduled to go to the Board of Directors on the 6th of January 2021 for their review and sign-off. The final revenue stream is the Community Shares Booster. We've applied for the Shares Booster scheme, which, in brief, provides fund matching for all community shares purchased up to a value of £100,000. In principle, every share you purchase will be doubled. So if we raise £100,000 in community shares, this will equate to a total of £200,000 contributed to the capital purchase of the Godley. Once again, this submission is scheduled to go to the Board of Directors on the 6th of January for their review and sign off later that month. As you can probably see, there's been an awful lot of work put in to get us to this point, and in 5 months we've achieved as a community what some groups have not achieved in over 10 years. It's a momentous achievement for everybody involved. There does, however, remain an awful lot left to be done in order to achieve our goal. We're committed to achieving all of the above timescales and raising all of the capital required to purchase the pub by the end of our community shares deadline of the 5th of February 2021. One of my favourite films of all time is Wayne's World 2. I bought this for myself for very different reasons over 8 months ago. And with the global pandemic, it's only just been received. I think one of the lines from that film is very apt right now. If you book them, they will come. The facts are there. We've built an open forum for our community to have a voice and to really make a difference for our community's future. We need you now to come along and support our cause in your responses and in your purchase of community shares. If we are successful with our bid, we will retain a warm and welcoming rural pub and also have the opportunity to implement real positive change to the day-to-day activities and running of the pub's offerings. On behalf of all of our team, I'd like to express a huge thank you to everybody who has supported so far. No matter how small or large the contribution, it's greatly appreciated.
How am I going to get the bands to come?
If you book them, they will come.